now introduce Donna Caltabiano. Is that correct? Yes. Not bad, right? I am actually Italian. Thank you, Donna.
Hello everyone, welcome neighbors. I live on 87th Street. I think most of you probably know me already. I'm running for the State Assembly. The reason I'm running for the State Assembly, my senior citizen center, the Forest Park Senior Center, this past year, almost closed because of all the games they were playing up in Albany and in the council. And when I looked around and saw all those ladies and gentlemen, that they weren't going to have a place to go to every day, it really scared me. We were able to keep the center open for several months by lending it money ourselves, and we actually got some of the seniors to lend us money. And eventually, when all the dust settled, we got our money back. One of the reasons we got our money was Senator Maltese. Senator Maltese is like a guardian angel to us. He gave us a pot of money that was able to keep us open. And then they finally settled things down in Albany. So I never really thought before that I would want to run for public office. But that made me think when I saw how vulnerable we all are to what our elected officials do up there. Now I stand here before you not with promises. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this, or I should say going to do this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I can tell you that over the past 30 years I have done. I have done for this community, and I have done for District 27. When my children, my daughter's 35, when she first walked into kindergarten in Pier 64 in Ozone Park, they didn't have an auditorium or a gymnasium. They had what they call a multi-purpose room. It was one room where they had the lunchroom tables, and at lunchtime the kids would eat at the lunchroom tables, and then the janitor would wash the floor, the lunchroom tables would go up against the wall, and when the kids had gym, they'd do it in that room. When they had assemblies, they would sit on their floor on a piece of paper or whatever, and that's what they had as their auditorium experience. We went out as a bunch of parents, and we went out and went to every public hearing there was to do. We put our face in front of everybody out there. The Board of Education said to us, that's not a necessary thing that your kids have an auditorium. They have classrooms. They told me that I was wasting my time. Well, a year and a half later, a bunch of moms got a building that now has an auditorium, a gymnasium, and 5 classrooms. And that was before it was fashionable to put classrooms on buildings. So we fought this. We showed them that moms can do it. When I was on the planning board, I worked with Maria Thompson. What did we do? There's a lot of streets in this area that are now one way. A lot of people came and complained to Maria that, hey, our street, it's a 2-way street. What do we do? 89th Avenue, 88th Avenue. Can you imagine those streets were 2-way streets back then? Well, DOT didn't want to touch it because they had changed a couple and there was a lot of complaints. So they said to the planning board, you do it. You come up with a proposal and we'll see what we'll do. Well, through this organization and the planning board, we were able to change 10 of the streets here in Woodhaven into 1-way streets. The way the community wanted them. Because DOT would have came along. I mean, look at 80th Street. 80th Street comes up this way and then it's down until you get to 1 block before Atlantic Avenue and then it's up. They told us we couldn't do that. They were allowed to do that, but we couldn't. So what we did was improve the streets in Woodhaven by making them safer. So that was because we acted as a community, we put our heads together, and we got it done. I think that things like this we can do up in Albany together. We did these things together, a bunch of moms, we sat down, we went to every hearing, we were able to change some schools in our district. A bunch of community people sat down, asked the people in the community what they wanted, we implemented it, DOT listened, they did it, and we got things done. And that's what we need up in Albany. We need people up in Albany that think like we think. They've been up there so long, they don't think like us anymore. They think like politicians. We shouldn't be calling our elected officials politicians. We should be calling them representatives. And they should be representing us. And that's what I think that we need up in Albany. And I think that I am that person. And with your help, I'm gonna be that person September 15th. Thank you.